Welcome to Analytics with Nags. In this video, we are going to see about what is XMLA endpoint, and once you have a premium per user capacity, how you can make use of this XMLA endpoint read or write capabilities and get most out of it, right? We will try to demonstrate with one of the example, like refresh only a specific table in Power BI. That is not possible right now without this premium per user, or I mean even when you have premium per user, without this XMLA endpoint you cannot achieve it. So what is the relation between these two? Let us try to check it out in this video. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for notification. Let's start with the definition. Basically, XMLA, the expansion is XML for analysis service. That is the language used by Power BI or any analysis services in Microsoft to communicate with the client system, right? And this provides access to the analysis service engine in the Power BI services. Okay, so it's some client has to connect to the analysis engine. It will be using this XMLA analysis service endpoints. That is what XMLA endpoint is all about. And earlier it was a read-only capability, provided open platform connectivity for Power BI datasets, enabling a single version of truth semantic models. You may remember the Power BI datasets is one of the sources in the Power BI desktop, right? So that once you design your model, you can utilize it. So it is only the read-only capability, like once you design fact dimensions, the same model can be used in another reports, right? This is already we have seen in some of the examples. But when you enable this data sets, when you connect to the data sets, you can able to read and write, you can deploy it, you can add some table, you can remove some table. That requires read and write capability. That was a game changer in this world, right? In Power BI environment. Like read and write of XML endpoint introduce many additional enterprise BI scenarios for dataset management. Basically, dataset management means you can include one table or process one table. So such scenarios you can able to do it using this, right? So that is what it's all about. You can able to connect to your Power BI dataset using this XML endpoint. And what are the different tools you can able to connect is like Visual Studio Analysis Service, SQL Server Management Studio, Profiler, Analysis Service, Deployment Wizard, Report Builder, Tabular Editor, DAX Studio, ALM Toolkit, Excel for Power Pivots. So these are the kind tools you can, from where you can able to connect to the SSAS, not the SSAS, even SAS use XMLA, that's why I said. So Power BI datasets. Now, one of the scenario where I'm going to demonstrate is like how this XMLA endpoint read and write capability is useful, right? In order to use this, you need to have a premium per user capacity. So like whatever I'm showing it here, whenever you refresh your table in the Power BI desktop, you can see all the tables it will refresh. There will be, you might be updated in only this particular table, right? But all other tables will get updated. So in this scenario, what I'm trying to do is I want to process or refresh only the customer info. This table should not be refreshed. That is what we are going to see in this demo. In order to do that, you need to enable the read and write capability in your admin portal in these services. Let's try to check it out in this demo. Now I'm in Power BI. So what scenario I'm trying to explain is like we have these four tables. When you refresh it, you can see it is trying to read all the table. I want to refresh only the customer info. Currently it is not possible in Power BI desktop. You can able to achieve it in the Power BI services datasets. That is, this XML endpoint is used to connect to the dataset. So this entire table it is deployed as a data set here, right? So when you go to the Power BI workspace, you can see this V20 incremental refresh is a data set. You can't able to see what are the different tables present inside this data set. This entire different tables or combination of tables along with the relationship is declared or defined as a Power BI dataset. This dataset you can able to connect. That is the read mode of XMLA. Now in order to write, right, you want to process only particular table. That is what a read and write capability. For that you need to enable, right, in the admin portal. For your in your admin portal, go to admin portal and premium per user setting. I'm using a premium per user. If it is a capacity setting, you go here and do the change. And here is the option. Default, it will be read only. You need to enable read write. This is the first step. I already enabled it, so it was read write there. Then you need to navigate your sales PPU. So again, I'm repeating, I might have repeated earlier. So when you click on the workspaces like sales per user workspaces, like, so each workspace acts as the analysis server. When you see here, when you connect to this acts as one of the server. Inside that you have different cubes or you have Power BI datasets, and it will have the reports. So you are connecting to one of the server. So go to this workspace sales PPU, click on it, settings, and you will go to the premium. Click on this, then it will give you one workspace connection. This is used to connect to your Power BI server, that is this workspace. Inside you can able to connect to this datasets. So copy this URL, and as I mentioned, we can able to connect to from a lot of client tools. Today I'm going to demonstrate using SSMS. So go to here, then analysis service. Okay, you are connecting to the service and you post that URL and use this Azure Active Directory Universal MFA, provide the credentials. I already logged in. I hope it will not ask for the passwords, so it will connect. In your case, it will prompt you for a password and you can connect. So you can see here each Power BI data set, that is all these things, right, is categorized as the database here in the management studio. Underneath you find the tables. So this way, now using XMLA endpoint, you can able to read this data, right? So you are seeing it here. As I mentioned, you can able to, one of the advantages is having read write capability. I mean, enabling read write capability, you can refresh single table here. I mean, you can able to refresh the entire table from here, right? The process database, when you click on it, it will process the entire Power BI dataset. So in your specific case, like you want to process only a specific table, so you go here and process table. There are a lot of options you can choose from here, like process data, process full, and process default. It is a big topic. I can cover it later. For now, you can choose only process data. So choose this customer info process data. As I mentioned, now it will prompt you for processing the data. So by this way you can able to process only a specific table, right, in your data model. And moreover, when you choose to process default or process full, if it is a dimension table, all the related tables also get processed. Okay, you cannot skip that one. That is the concept behind processing, right? So if there is no interrelated table and you want to process only one particular table, these two are not related or the dimensions not related, in that case this example works perfectly all right. So now you can see processing in progress. So 326 rows transfer, only this will get affected, right? So this is how you can do it. Now you can go and check the properties where this particular table is processed today 9/6/2021, whereas the fact table is not processed for long, so it will be around 25. So it is not processed for 1 month, so it is my demo environment. So I hope you like this video and understand the concept behind XMLA read and write concepts. If you like it, press the thumbs up button and comment below for queries. Do remember that data is your asset.